Good morning, friends. I think it's still morning. Is it still morning? I don't know. Let me check. 10:30. It's still morning. I've been out here floundering around. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not getting much done today. Anyway, I came out. I was not planning on filming, obviously, and put on a white shirt. And then I saw this witch's hat that was woven like into a basket. And so, see all that? I got lots of those are Virginia, false Virginia creeper vines. And they're a pain in the butt. They grow everywhere. So you gotta like jump on them as soon as you see them. It's bad news. Anyway, so I'm gonna use the vines to make like a grape grapevine wreath. There we go. Witch's hat. And I saw it on Facebook. Yeah. Usually it's Pinterest that gets me in trouble, but I don't know, this time Facebook did it. We'll see how it comes out. I'll send you an update. If you're gonna try it though with the false Virginia creeper, be careful because some people get a lot of dermatitis with it. So it'll make it itch like poison ivy or poison oak or sumac or whatever. Nettles, that type of thing. So it doesn't bother me usually, but I think I might put my garden gloves on just in case. Yeah. We don't want to tempt Murphy. Okay, let me switch around. I'll show you what I'm doing out here. Okay, so this is my first response to Finding the Fae, hashtag Finding the Fae. And this is put out by Astaria Sen, hosted by Rachele at Amethyst Ascension as well. So I learned so much already this week. So the prompt was, and I haven't journaled yet, but the prompt was, how do you define the Fae and what do you already believe about them? So she gave the idea like brain dumping and journaling for like 3 minutes and see what I come up with. So these are just some of the stuff I came up with within that 3 minutes. And I was just sitting out here chilling, listening to the crows argue about something. I don't know what they were doing. So one is land spirits, many types. Like there's tons and tons of types. I think she mentioned that in the video too. How, there's so many, like dryads and fairies and pixie and gnome and sylphs and undines and like all sorts of them, right? Gnomes, elves. I don't, so many. It could be so many. Dark and light entities, like one's the like dark as in like the dark, and light as in the ones that deal with the flowers and things like that, out more during the day, but also like the darker inner energies versus the light energies that, so like this would be autumn, the dark and the light would be more spring to me. And that's how the entities feel as well. The ones in the spring are much lighter to me and more daytime focused than the ones in the autumn towards the winter time. They're interdimensional. Sometimes they're here and then they're not here. I had something happen the other night. I was downstairs and I had just counted out those little circle things that you put on the bottom of things to protect the furniture. I had counted them all out in like 6 sections of 4, and I had them all in front of me, and I got to the last one and one was missing. I was like, are you kidding? It must have happened right in front of me when I was focusing on something else. I looked everywhere for that. I made sure I didn't glue 2 of them. It was crazy. So that brings me to sometimes they're not here, but also can be mischievous and tricksters. They're not all Tinkerbell fairies, right? They help with the gardens outside. in our yard, and they love honey and corn and shiny things. Let's see, the house ones feel different than the yard ones. Things disappear in the house, and then outside I find things. Like they'll bring me shiny bits, nut hulls, different rocks, or sometimes marbles. This thing is stinking. Why is that stinking so bad? Can you see that? I think a little field mouse got hungry. Maybe I'll put it out. It stinks, though. I don't know why. I don't want to breathe it in, whatever it is. I'll light this one. Oh, it's too big. Look. It's too big, I think, to get in frame. Oh, we'll do it without it. Nobody needs a candle. All right. So, yeah, so sometimes they'll bring shiny bits to me. And one year they brought me a walnut hull in the shape of a heart. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. I think I still have it on my kitchen windowsill. Every time they bring me something, I keep it forever. I think there may be an area in the back that usually has activity. Could be fae, could be animal, but most out back live in the trees. And these entities seem to be underground, mostly by the ferns, because once in a while you'll see a flash. And I'm not sure if it's like fireflies. I haven't seen a firefly since last summer. It's got to be pretty hot for them. And they're dwindling, I'm sorry to say. I'm going to miss the fireflies. I don't know how to help them either. Maybe that can be my project this month, is to plant things that, or put things out as you know, to feed them, to help bring back their population. I don't know. I loved catching fireflies as a kid, and we'd always try to feed it, and then, you know, hopefully release it unless we fell asleep, and then it would wind up not very healthy in the morning, which is not good. But yeah, I miss the fireflies. They're on, like when I was little. Anyway, so yeah, I still have to do my pull and my journaling. So I'm gonna use this paper that I, you know, watercolored all over. And here's some tea dye, coffee dyed, and then my envelope for my Mother's Day card this year. So that was kind of the journal prompt and what I came up with for that. Oh, I also wanted to mention, I thought you say Bogard, Summer, in your video. It's Bogart, I guess. I was mistaken. And so I had to go look it up because I had never heard of that, which is weird because I have Scottish lineage. I've never really paid much attention, to be honest. I just work with what's in my yard, you know. But a Bogart is a fae being from English and Scottish folklore, mischievous to malevolent, generally known for being troublesome, many times associated with houses and farms. Some believe them to be brownies that feel mistreated, you know, or neglected too. They, you know, they have some sort of animosity. Hang on. I think that's totally spelled wrong. Anyway, I'll fix it later. Things to repel are iron and salt. I don't really want to do that. And never ever give clothing because they think it's a bribe. And they don't believe in accepting payment for them being good or them being, you know, friendly, whatever. So I did a ritual back, I believe, in like the winter, maybe the beginning of spring. And I communed with the land spirits. I wanted to plant railroad spikes and sea salt as a protection around the property. And the fae came in as the dryad and said, no way, no iron and salt out back, but you can plant it out front. So that spell has been done. Everything's charged. I just got to go plant them. So maybe I'll do that today too. And brownies also love when the animals are treated with love and respect. you know, outside, inside, domesticated, or wild, right? So, and then land spirits are here at Crow Garden. In-house, I think it's a brownie, because it's not malevolent. It's just kind of, you know, it does things to mess with me once in a while if it's bored. And so I'll laugh and, you know, swear at it. And then outside, I think is more gnomish. And the dryads, there's a few trees out back that feel very, very old and wise to me. And usually they come through as like the dryad type. But again, I haven't done a lot of research on any of the fae. Not really. I've just kind of, whenever we move, the energy feels different. And then I'll bond with that energy as much as I can and honor its space. And then I haven't paid much attention to what it is. You know, sometimes you think you see a fairy, like a traditional kind of fairy, bobbing amongst the flowers, especially out on the hill by the black-eyed Susans. You know, you can never get them on film or anything. It's like out of the corner of your eye type of thing. The minute you focus on it, it's gone. So, yeah, so I would probably put fairy, you know, stereotypical fairy with wings. I mean, they look like they fly, so they fly away fast. So yeah, that's what I got so far. So I'm going to put the rest of my spread down here. Actually, I'll probably start in here because I'll have more room. Oh, okay. So I put all of the questions, yeah. I put all the questions back here where I was going to start. Here they are. I was going to record on this, but I'm like, that's not very fairy. That doesn't give me fairy vibes. So I skip around in my junk journals. All this is still like pretty much blank. Anybody in the future is going to think, you know, I was confused. They won't follow my story. So week 1, Fae Foundations, and I'll add that hashtag in here too, so they, you know, whoever can at least reference what it was. How can working with the Fae benefit me? Okay, so let me pop this over here. And the 2 decks I have for this week are the Druidcraft Tarot deck. Actually, probably most of this month, because this is really the only thing, you know, leaning more towards the Fae. And I couldn't think of any other ones. But yeah, this is the Druidcraft Tarot. And then I have the Sacred Forest Oracle. I might do that as my last card. Let's see, I might as well keep the book out. And I could take these out too. Sorry, I wasn't very prepared. But I was watching some of the videos this morning and I thought, oh, you know what? I should probably do that while I have the energy to do that. I wanted to do a VR. Yeah, I missed a lot in Courtney's, so I want to get back at it. So that's a Sacred Forest Oracle. Ooh, I have a gem. See? I'll put that out in the bowl. And then I found a little sequins too. So I'll put those out there. I already put the offerings out, so I'll just add it to the altar. I'll take you over there. So the first question is, how can working with the Fae benefit me? Let me just give it a shuffle. Ooh, my hands aren't very cooperative today. It's part of the fun of fibro. That and I sound way older than I am. Sorry if that bugs you. It's like automatic, grunt and groan. So, yeah, that was a good one. All right. Okay, let's see. How can working with the Fae benefit me? Okay, we'll take the top one. The world. Wow. Okay. So progress and completion of a cycle. Maybe they can help with my gardening goals this week. Oh, you know what? I forgot about the. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have to tape that or not. I was watching somebody's video and they had taped all the little private parts, which is, ridiculous, actually. There's more like porn on TV than there is in YouTube tarot cards. Anyway, that was a statement. I'll probably get dinged for that one. My horrible sense of humor. The message is dancing, I am life. Whole, I am one. Oh, I love that. Keywords is completion, fulfillment, success, abundance, achievement, ecstasy, union and of inner and outer life. Oh, wonderful. The dancer knows she is complete. Great success, a sense of deep, satisfying fulfillment, a pleasing sense of completion combined with the joy of achievement and feeling on top of the world. Oh, I love that. Serenity and contentment, the completion of a long phase of work, time to celebrate. A phase of spiritual and personal development may be finished. You can stop striving and open up the blessing of life for all around you. Oh, I love that. Okay. So that was a great one. And then, so yeah, they will help me achieve my goals. In the yard, right? That's kind of where I went with that, with my gardening. Oh, or our gardening. Ooh, that one wanted to go. I didn't even ask yet, though. Let's see. What fear of the Fae might I be holding on to? Might I be holding... Whoa. Okay. 6 of Cups. Really? I don't get 6 of Cups. I think... No, let me see what this says, because I'm getting like they're viewing us, or humans. I'm not getting the actual meaning of the card, which is like to look at all you've achieved and all the good, right? 6 of Cups. Let's see. Maybe I'm mistaken. I usually read intuitively and by the pictures, really. What that emotion brings up in me, I guess, is how I describe it. It is definitely linked to emotional feeling. The 6 of Cups is integrating memory, reunion, and exchange. Meaning integrating your past with your present, a reunion with an old friend or lover, or reestablished relationship. An exchange of gifts or feelings. Oh, okay, I could see that. Heartfelt exchange between you and your surroundings. Oh, that's fitting. Developing a deep affinity for nature. Oh, that's definitely fitting. And deeper connections with your sense of home. Oh, I love that. So yeah, I wouldn't be fearful of that. I wonder why that, maybe it was supposed to come up this way, but I don't do reversals, so I'm not sure. I really don't fear the Fae. Honestly, I just respect them and honor their space, in our owned property. It's, who says we own it? The state, which, the Fae doesn't give a shit about borders, so it's their land. We're just kind of caretakers, I guess, of it. And I like to make the beings happy that are on the land that I'm also inhabiting. I hope that makes sense. How can I address this fear? How can I address this fear? Whoa. Okay. Ooh, the Prince of Cups. Don't let my emotions like influence the direction I want to go in, to take kind of control of that and, you know, take the reins more. So let's see what the Prince of Cups says. Okay, so the Prince of Cups, it says idealistic, empathic, and romantic. Somebody, the meaning is someone following their heart must try to avoid the pitfalls of illusion and glamour. A conflict between the heart and the need to take action. Inviting others to a social or artistic event. Offering your help to others. An impending journey over water. Okay. So really, you know, inviting others to an event, right? Inviting the Fae in, and you know, not to second guess my emotions, and to like kind of take control, analyze, and see if it's, you know, good to do or not. What first foundational step can I take? Oh, the Lovers. So create like that nurturing partnership that's a deep bond, right? And honor all the nature around too, is what I'm getting there. Oh, the darker and the light, right? The dryads. So pretty. That's funny, the ferns. Reminds me, I was just talking about the Fae and the ferns. Let's see what that says about the Lovers. Lovers. Okay, love, fulfillment, union, choice, and surrender. Okay, love requires surrender, and surrender requires choice. In the past, preposition. Oh, sorry. In the past position, this card can indicate an excessive preoccupation with a past love. In the future, it may signal that you will find a lover in the process of union, liberation, and ecstasy. At every moment in your waking life, you have choices, some simple, some profound. Though engaging these dilemmas, you develop maturity and depth of soul. Making the choice, right? Surrendering the yard to them for help with our goals out here, and you know, and in the house, whatever, the whole property is fine. Whoever wants to help, I invite them. Not officially, not yet. Okay, so let's see. I'm planning on building them a little house. Oh God. Okay, this one is, what aspect of the Fae do I need to understand right now? Whoa. Okay. Ooh, the star. All right. But let's see. Intuition, hope, optimism, healing, openness, calm, bright prospects, confidence, and tranquility. You may develop a calm, clear confidence in the future. If you are in the need of healing, you may find it helpful to tune in regularly to the star's bright yet tranquil energy, inner feelings of positive self-esteem, well-being, and vitality. Inspiration. You may be the recipient of much love at this time. Nakedness, simplicity, natural freedom, and authenticity. I love that. Okay. So optimism, hope. Oh, I like all those words, all those emotions, bright prospects, openness. I love that. I think that was a great reading for the Fae. Oh my goodness. That was wonderful. Yeah, I don't really fear them. Let me know in the comments how you would interpret this card. Maybe the fear that they're watching, but that doesn't even really fear, like, I'm not afraid of that, so I'm not sure what. I wanted to just pull a Sacred Forest Oracle. I love these cards, and I would like any messages to come through from the land spirits in my yard today, specifically about the altar that I created. Do they like it? Do they not like it? Please give me one card. Whoop. Oh, I'll take this one. Okay, so I got, ooh, refuge. Okay. So, enchanted fern grotto. Oh my gosh, the fern again. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so refuge. Okay, so enchanted fern grotto is 16. Oh, I want to buy it. Magic is afoot in the enchanted grotto. Long rays of light stream through the forest canopy above. An abundance of ferns fill the grotto with effervescent, verdant color, and a small waterfall tinkles like crystalline chimes. You know that you are safe here. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, we don't have any waterfalls, but hopefully next year. This is the time to go within, seek, and find your inner refuge. Take time for deliberation and reflection. In times of retreat, you can truly hear the voice of your soul. If you have been pushing hard or struggling to keep going, it's the time to be still and nurture your inner world. Draw nourishment from the wellspring within you. Think carefully about decisions you make this time. If possible, put them off. Now is not a good time to make life-changing choices. Instead, take time to create a foundation for the future. Retreat and reflect on your heart's true desires. Proceed with care and deliberation as you make plans. Listen to your inner guidance. Fern grottos have a feeling of peace as you enter. Many are known to be places where magic resides, perhaps the homes of fairies and elves. Allow the energy of this sacred space to fill you. Know that you can be yourself and truly relax. And the spirit of the enchanted fern grotto says, retreat and replenish your inner resources. Now is not the time to act, but to incubate your ideas for the future. Be still. The answers are within you. Magic is all around you. Oh, yes. Yes, I feel that. And it's amazing. Magic is afoot. Love that. Something kind of roughly in my head churning around for plans for that. As you saw, Bob already put the table on the stump out back, so I've been putting little bits here and there. We'll walk over and I'll show you what I did there. And then I'll show you out back where the fern grotto is. I think maybe the fern grotto is out there. So, let's go for a walk. So, here we go. I didn't light the candle or anything. It's so hot that I didn't want to do that. But we tried to like level it off a couple of years ago, but we didn't get very far. Our blade's not long enough, and Bob's like, forget it. I'm not doing it. So hopefully I can get some ivy or something to grow in that little crack. But look at the cool doorway. There's like a chippy that goes in and out of there too. He's so fun. So we're going to make this into like a big old fairy house type of thing for the backyard. And yeah, this is all we have on it so far. But yeah, and I think this candle is dead. I brought some pretzels. I mean, I prefer home-baked bread, but, you know, whatever. A witch only has so much time. And then I sacrificed some of my nuts and put my nuts in there. And then we have some little gnomes. I don't have any fairies. And then honey. Yeah. And Bob put some string out here, too. This keeps falling apart, so we put it so they can have it for their nests, you know. Sometimes they pull it out themselves, but yeah. So thankfully, that sacred oracle, the sacred forest oracle, said that it was a refuge. So yay! And then I'll show you the ferns back here. I don't know if I can get back here. Well, maybe. Let's walk back here. I don't want to step on anything pretty. Okay. Ooh, look at those mushrooms. Holy smolies. Those are great big mushrooms. Ooh, something's been eaten on it, I think. Or it's dead. One or the other. But we planted this all with wildflower seeds. I don't see them coming up yet. We never have good luck with those. The rye's coming though. Look at it. Isn't that cool? I love them. I have a little thing downstairs I'll show you. We wanted to grow some of the rye because it's like woven into this heart wreath. They're just little. They're like this big. So I wanted to try to make some of those. But yeah, we strewn some of the rye seeds out here last year. So yeah, got some things growing. But usually it's out here in this patch of fern way over there, and in this one up here towards the front. Once in a great while they'll venture out to this one, but not usually. Oh, where is it? No, this one, which is pretty close. I mean, that's pretty close. But yeah, not very often. They go to this one, and then these ones over here. And then most of the time they're way back there in those ones. Whoa, in these ones. But yeah, you'll see like flashes of light, just fast. It's weird. Yeah. So, what would you do with these mushrooms? Oh my God. I gotta see what kind these are. I don't know if those are the wine caps or not. But look how big they are. Oh my God. That's my hand, look. I could wear it as a hat. What do you think? Oh my God. So many. So many. No, don't do that. Actually, it smells like wine cap. It's just humongous. I don't know. I don't know if it is. If you guys know, it comes up as wine cap mushrooms, but I don't know as I trust it totally. Anyway, let's go back out here. I'll show you some more. There's some here. Yeah, it's getting almost too sunny. They're drying up now. But I don't know if the deer will eat them or not. We still keep shoving them in the compost. But yeah, I made the wine caps, the little ones. See, let me see if I can find one that I can show you. Because they keep coming up under here. Let me see, is this a... Nope. Nope, that's not it either. Oh, maybe they've all gone. Maybe it's too hot now. That's too bad. We have one watermelon growing. Woohoo! I don't see any others, though. Oh, zucchinis. That's good. 2 zucchini, 3 zucchinis. Here's another mushroom. Oh, boy, that guy struggled hard to grow under there. I'm sorry, buddy. Not sorry, buddy. Ooh, this might be one. Let me see. Let me see if I can uncover some treasure. Oh, little tiny. Look. Little tiny one. That's a wine cap. Oh, now I gotta bury the thing again. Oh, I made a spider mad. Sorry, buddy. I wanted to show you the irises because I don't know how long they'll last. I don't know what kind they are. I know it's an iris. That's all I know. But aren't they beautiful, huh? Oh, I am in such awe about how beautiful the flowers are. I just love it. Here's some more mushrooms growing on our log. This is the herb log. And if you're wondering why there's orange peels everywhere, it keeps away the skunks. They don't like it. So we have orange peels all over our house, all over our property, the perimeter. So I'll show you the roses. Oh, look. Pretty. These are the, we used to call them beach roses. I don't Graham called them tea roses. I actually don't know what kind of rose they are. Here's the little clump of purple ones we have. And we have more of the yellows. Gotta get more colors. We got purple down there too. Purple. Right there. Pretty.